Plebby16.
You know what? I'm not cutting it out. I don't care anymore. It's time. What's up, you damn plebeians? Neo with the Balding Plebs joined you tonight by Mr. fucking YouTube, baby! Also known as
Le Educator.
K-Educator. Watch Dogs Legion. Whether you're a fan or not, doesn't matter.
I thought Watch Dogs Legion actually looked pretty good.
Same. I feel the same. And for the record, Watch Dogs Legions does come with upgraded PS5 version. Blu-ray disc must be kept inserted to the console.
Okay, so it does. Okay.
But
No
upgraded
additional
PS5
cost.
version, when available, no additional cost. $49.94.
Wouldn't it be the shit if they're like, upgrade to the PS5 version when it's available and they never release the PS5 version?
So anyway, you know, we talked about this with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We've talked about this a couple other times with some other games as well. You're looking at $49.94, $49.99, really standard, for that day one price for some of these upcoming games and releases. And Mr. YouTube,
A PS5 digital upgrade.
yeah,
And
like,
we were talking about this in our other videos. Like, if
kind of
you're-
fucking crazy.
It's a decent deal, guys. I mean, if you are going to day one this and you're willing to pay into that $50 to $60 range, you've got your PS4 version. You can play it on your PS4. You get your PS5. You're going to get that upgraded edition.
Yeah.
If the saves can be transferred over, you've really got something set up there. I'm not sure about that. That's one thing I'm not sure about. But if your saves can be transferred over and you just seamlessly upgrade right to your PS5, that's pretty sweet.
It'd be pretty tits.
Let's be honest about it.
Yeah.
And then you look at the pricing here, you got to feel pretty good about that. Like, normally, you know, I'm the first one to caution against day one in games.
Yeah.
For the most part. Now, hey, we all have games we want to day one, and I get that. But,
And there's a whole different plethora of tastes on this channel, too.
yep. So, but realistically, you're getting a little extra value here. I like to see that, especially on these late,
PS4 games.
you know, end of console life PS4 game. It's nice to see them, and it's nice to see Sony saying, hey, we know the new system's coming out. We don't want you guys to, like, not buy any of our late console games. Get these. We're going to hook you up with that upgrade and get you over to the next system. When you get it,
You know,
it's a nice thing, and it's a nice gesture, and I like it a
you can
lot.
look over here, PS5 version, $59.96, or the PS4 version with the PS5 upgrade, $49.94.
Yeah, that's interesting to see. It's kind of hard not to want to buy that PS4 edition unless the fidelity of the upgrade is not, you know, as good.
We'll have to have somebody in the comments that knows more about it. Let us know.
Yeah, I'd love to know, guys, if that, I mean, does that just give you a download code up for the PS5 when it's available and you go get a downloaded copy for your PS5? I mean, if that's the case, you'd feel pretty good. Or, realistically, this would force you, tell me if I'm right or wrong about this, this would force you to buy a disc-compatible PS5.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? We never thought about that.
Well, you know, here's the thing. An all-digital PS5 is not going to have a disc drive, so why the fuck would you be able to do that?
Yeah. Well, you'd
have to have the
disc
$500
drive.
one.
You
Yeah.
have to get the disc drive PS5 to use these.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind.
So if you
you're thinking
don't
about this.
want to do those free upgrades to the next gen, you know, buying the digital one really maybe isn't that bad of an idea. I know we have some followers in the Discord saying that they actually prefer the digital versions.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, you do save $100 up front, but you can't sell your games back either.
Yeah, I mean, the take's still out for me on that. I do buy some games digital.
I've actually bought more this year than any year past, probably. I think.
Well, there's extenuating circumstances this year. You know, usually I'm buying the indie games digital, but for the most part, when it's a day one game, if I'm day one-ing a game at the day one rate, I want my disc.
Let me ask you this. Think about this. If we do move, you know, eventually to an all-digital console, which, you know, they've been talking about for years, could be a thing coming up. Do you think collector's editions will turn into gear and items and trinkets with codes? Because how would you buy a physical disc collector's edition and then use it in your all-digital console?
Well, you wouldn't.
So I think
Would you
about
get
that-
the Steelbook? Do you care? I mean, for me, I'm sorry, guys, at $60, if I day one it, when they run a sale, and they give me 65% off, and I'm going to get this game that's normally $60, I'm going to get it for $23.99. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't feel so bad about that either.
Then I'll buy it digital. But if I'm day one in it, I want my disc day one. Okay? At that price point.
Absolutely.
So good thing to say, we missed that in the last video. Good thing to say, if you are buying this and you do want that upgrade, because you have to be able to put this disc in to use that PS5 upgrade, you must have the disc compatible PS5 system. Yes. Very important to note that. I still think it's a great way to go. Honestly, I still think it's a great way to go.
100%. If that upgrade is equivalent to the PS5 normal version,
yeah, absolutely. I think it's a great way to go.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the console and the digital console is a different discussion for a different day, but you know, I still maintain that I like to have my physical media.
I'm with you.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I've started to buy records, right? Pretty consistent. We got a pretty good record collection going on. I just did an epic
remodel upstairs.
I'm going to show that guy to you guys in another video once I get some of my new records that come in. But you know, you can stream all this music for pennies, right? You listen to it on YouTube anytime you want for nothing, basically. But I like to have the records, guys.
Records are cool. They're cool. Yeah.
It's to me, it's worth the money. Yeah. You know, so.
Speaking of records, I actually just bought one the other day.
Yeah, so you know, it's all about kind of where things are at for you, and everybody's gonna have a different opinion on that.
True.
So, you know, you got to do what's right for you.
Plebs, we want your thoughts in the comments about this Watch Dogs Legions coming out at $49.94 on PS4. I believe actually on Xbox One too. Let me check that out. See where we're at here. Yeah, same thing, Xbox One. And let's see if the Xbox One offers the Xbox Series X digital upgrade. Game smart, blah, 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 but now get the Golden Key pack. Okay, well, I don't know if it does.
Well, it just said it did.
Where?
Go down.
Show me.
Smart delivery allowing access to both the Xbox One and Xbox Series X title.
My bad. My bad. All right, homies. But give us your thoughts on what you guys think about this. Watch Dogs Legion, $49.94. Like the video if you enjoyed the discussion here, and we'll see you right here next time for more content like this.
You're welcome.
GG, plebs.